All right, guys, I'm going live. Let me give it a minute just to let y'all catch up here. I'm watching my other show or my other computer. And it's live. All right, guys, so we're live. How are you guys doing? If you're here, say hi for me. I'm a little late today. I'm sorry. Let's get some people in. I've got my camera taped up to the top of my computer. How you doing, Heidi Clark? Good to see you on here. We got Heidi. Frank McKinney, how you doing, sir? Uncle Bill's crappy attitude, how you doing, buddy? Blake Hawk, how you doing, brother? Major Brown from snowy Chicago. Good to see you. Rod, how you doing, brother? Mark Williams. Blake saying hi to Heidi. All right. So we got a few in there. I think we got 9 or 10 watching right now. You guys, if y'all are in here, say hi. Let me know you're here. If you would, hit that like button for me. Yeah, we're gonna try to have a good show. I'll just tell you point blank. I'm not in a great mood today. There's a lot of things that have not been going good, and yeah. How you doing, PFG Fishing? Good to see you on here, buddy. So I'll tell you briefly. I'm not going to go into details, but a friend of ours put their son to bed Saturday and put him down for a nap, and he never woke up. And 3-year-old son. And yeah, it's been a little rough. You know, I hate to say I didn't even know the son, but I know the father, and yeah, it's just been kind of tough. You know, a lot of stuff going on right now, and I'm not in a great mood right now. I apologize. So I'm gonna do my best to get through this, and so if y'all have questions, ask. That's the best way to do it. So get me out of my mood. So let's see. Look at some comments real quick. So Rod says hi. Mark, how you doing, man? From cold Possum Kingdom Lake tonight. Dude, I got to get to Possum Kingdom again. I was there last year, first time in probably 20 years. And wow, a whole bunch of stuff just popped up. Hold on. I mean, like a whole bunch. So the program I'm using is about 30-second delay in here, guys. So all of a sudden, boom, just stuff popped up here. So let's see. So Mark, yeah. So Possum Kingdom Lake, if you know where, man, I don't even know how to tell you where our camp or our spot was. My grandparents had a place, so every holiday we go out there, and it was basically right across from Sandy Beach. It would be kind of northwest in a cove, and there's a whole bunch of condominiums there now, but it used to be our little our trailer house, and that's where we stayed. We put in at Fox Hollow. That's it. And so my buddy and I went there last year and fished, and we couldn't catch a dang crappie on the lake. Everywhere I used to fish as a kid, which, well, that was probably 40 years ago when I went there last. Yeah, they weren't there anymore. So we finally went up at Fox Hollow underneath all the lights, and they have out in the lake, and we started catching bluegill and white bass or sandies. So anyway, it was a good time, man. I want to get back out there. So yeah, dude, I need you, if you would, hold on. Let me find this. Let me find my deal. Send me an email to, here we go. sleepoftherealtv@gmail.com. Send me an email with your contact information, man. I'd love to get a hold of you. And when I go out there, we can make a video. Now, it's going to be a while. I got about 500,000 people. I was supposed to fish with somebody today. I don't even remember who it was. But yeah, yeah, send me a video and our email, and we'll try to get together, okay? All right, let me catch up. So let's see. I haven't even moved anything, and I've lost. My gosh. Hold on. I'm pulling a mat right now. There we go. All right. Oh yeah, a bunch of y'all got saying I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough, dude. I just sorry. As a parent, whew, I could imagine, you know. Anyway, all right, let me move on. Rod Silman, where are you fishing for the ACC tournament? In the lake, brother. I'm fishing in the lake, and Lake Fork is where I'm fishing. That's about all you're getting until afterward. Probably because I don't really know where I'm fishing. Yeah. You gonna be there, Rod? I hope you are, man. God dog, I lost myself again. All right, here we go. All right, let's talk about Lake Fork and how we're going to catch them. You know what? Here's the deal, man. Y'all need to be at the ACC Crappie Stakes tournament, owners tournament. So that will be November 14th is the date. And, you know, of course, you need to be on there on the 13th and come and hang out with us in the parking lot and have a good time. So Blake's going to be there. He's got a friend coming. I don't know when Ken's coming. Fishing Ken, I believe, is coming. And there's a whole bunch of different YouTubers coming. And yeah, we're gonna have a fun time here. We're gonna basically talk smack because, you know, Blake's bringing my trophy down, or our trophy, because Blake's fishing with me, and he's one of the sponsors, Crappie Cove. So we are gonna win that tournament, even though I hadn't fished that lake in 20 years. We're gonna fish it, so we're gonna win it. Whew, sorry, said that backwards. Regardless, we're gonna have a good time, but it's gonna be a fun time. So I hope you guys are gonna be there. There is a link, which actually I've not seen yet because I've not been around on Facebook in the last 2 days. I've just briefly got on it, but I know there was a link put on there. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna share it to the Sleep of the Real page, and let's see if Blake, if you have that, throw that out to me on Facebook real quick, because I got Facebook on the other computer, and that way I can share it out with everybody. But yeah, man. See, Blake says there will be so many green rods on the lake, they'll think aliens. Yeah, you're right. That's the main thing you got to have. I'll get back some of these comments. I see other comments up there I'm missing. But yeah, it's going to be a good stinking time. And you know what? I want to win. If I don't win, I'm going to have a dang good time with Blake. I'm going to have a dang good time meeting people. Flopping Crappie's coming down. Oh, Davis. So he'll be down there. And so we got a room rented. So I'll be out there. Blake and I will be out there. Well, Blake's going to be there earlier than I will, but I will be there on Friday morning trying to help with early. Actually, that's Friday evening, but I'll be there Friday morning working with some early registration. Or late, I guess it'd be late registration, because if you're not doing it on the website, you can do it there as well. And but yeah, if you're in the area and you want to get a room, there's still rooms available. As far as I know, you can rent boat slips. They have power, so It's Lake Fork Marina. No, yeah, Lake Fork Marina. So yeah, make sure you guys go up there and try to come out. I know we got a few people just coming out to say hi, so y'all make sure you do that. So I think we're somewhere between 2 and 3. I've not seen the official schedule yet, but sometime between 2 and 3 we'll have weigh-in. So that'll be on Saturday, the 14th. And yeah, make sure y'all come up here and say hi, meet in person. Blake will give you an autograph, and we're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be a fun time. So I'm looking forward to it. It's the first year. We're gonna do this every year, from what Andy said, and yeah, it's gonna be good. Let me shut this banner off real quick. So you know what? I'm slouching, so let me just move my camera down. Be easier than sitting up straight. Hold on. All right, there we go. That's a little better. All right, hold on. I just got a deal. Blake messaged me. Crappie Cove. There we go. Hold on. Let me copy this link out of here. Control C. I'm gonna post it right here. Control V. So y'all can click on that link. Hopefully it will show up. It's thinking. Hopefully I don't have to have a moderator to approve my own post. Well, you have to copy that. It doesn't show up as a link. But oh, it's showing twice because I'm on Facebook as well. So yeah, y'all copy that link out. You can go there and you can register and see all the information. But man, I hope you guys, even if you're not fishing, I hope you come out and fish it. So you know, it is a $200 registration fee, and some people say that's a little steep. And you know what? Here's the deal, guys. Most tournaments you're in are going to be, especially here in East Texas, about 150. If you're, especially in the higher levels. We only have one level this year, and for me, you know, I'm good. I mean, if I get the best crappie fishermen out in the world, I want to compete against them. That's the way I look at it. But $50 of every donation or every entry fee goes to a donation for my nonprofit Lone Star Warriors Outdoors. So it's a fundraiser as well. It is a tax write-off, or is a charitable donation for a tax write-off. There we go. So hope you guys can make it. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. It really will. So I hope you guys are there. All right, let me look back. Let's see. Major Brown, great recent video. Did you notice more structure at the top of the channel of the ledge, or the top of the ledge channel, or channel ledge? Yeah, you know, that's a good question, Major Brown. I did. Some of that time, if you watch back, and I'm gonna do another video on this where I can get a little more detailed. Man, I try to not to do a video more than 15 minutes, and that one wound up being 20. I just couldn't cut things out of there. But I'm gonna do another video on that. But if you watch several times, I'll say, yeah, I got out of the channel while I was chasing trees. I'm finding trees, and they were on the outside of the river channel. So, you know, I almost think the best way to do it is just do a grid pattern. You know, well, here, let me follow go that way. You know, do God dog it. That's hard to do. Anyway, just a grid pattern of the whole area. If you can spend, you know, 4 or 5 hours doing that, you're going to find the trees and where they are. So, like, our lake was made, I believe, in the 60s, early 60s. So we have a lot of timber. We're to the point now where the timber that's above water is falling down. We get a lot of waves out there that's knocking it down. So we have a lot of underwater timber, and so all these trees. When you look at, I'm not even pull that up. When you look at my area, Tyler, Texas, if you look at it on satellite map, there's pine trees everywhere. There's oak trees, and that's what you see out there. Pine trees are pretty much gone. Oak trees, the harder wood are still there. And so that's what you're seeing in Lake Palestine, Lake of the Pines, Lake Fork, cedar trees. So they stay there for a long time. And so that's what we're seeing. So what we see above water is very limited now. It does not give you representation of what's below the water. So at this point in time, you've got to just really get out there and take a look at it. So yeah, I would recommend a side scan is great, especially if you're using 100 yards, or 100 feet, like I'm doing right now. Side scan is great, but once again, it's 100 feet on both sides. That's not a lot. So if you're following a river channel, which what I find is the river channel itself, there's not much in there. It's the outsides of the river channel. So, you figure out the river channel is probably, it's really a creek, but they call it a river here. So you're probably looking 20 feet. So you're looking, let's say 45 to 50 feet across. So within that area is where the trees start. And then it got flooded when they made the lake. And so, yeah, there's a lot more trees out there. I found a lot of stuff out that was not on the river channel. So hopefully that helps you out. I would pay attention to where guys are fishing as you're looking around, see where people are fishing. And when you get a chance, if you have side scan, run back over there, say, you know what, I got 30 minutes. Let me just run over there and do some side scanning around that and see what they're looking for. And, I've probably got a bunch of guides right now that are not real happy with me for posting that just because of, oh, I'm sorry. I just saw something. I thought it was a troll, and it was me. Anyway, a lot of people that aren't real happy with me because I posted that. And if you're from my area, you can probably tell where I am. So, yeah, anyway, Major Brown, I hope that helps you out a little bit. But yeah, there's the river channel is not the only place that has the trees in my area. Okay, I don't know about yours. So I would do a little research on the lake itself when it was built, and kind of get an idea. So hopefully it helps you out, sir. Michael Lawrence, how you doing from Greensboro, North Carolina? I was talking to a gentleman just a minute ago from North Carolina. That's why I was a little bit late tonight. And anyway, glad to have you on here, my friend. Kenny Sparks, how you doing? From Alabama. So I got schooled by Slab Buster the other day on how to say Lake Weiss, not Weiss, but Weiss. So yeah, if you're in that area, I'm gonna say it correctly, Weiss. I hope I don't sound like the what's that guy again? Liberty Mutual commercial. I hope my mic's working right. Anyway, yeah, good. Kenny Sparks, good to have you on here, brother. Finn Seeger, how you doing? Good to see you on here. Terry Landry from Lafayette, Louisiana, or actually Delcom area. A little late, but I'm here, brother. You're not that late. I started late too, so you're doing good. Robert Johnson, how you doing, my friend? Southeast Arkansas. Robert, where exactly are you from? Because let me think. Oh, you're southeast. Okay. There's a lake southwest Arkansas. I want to go fish near Texarkana. And yeah, but I probably went very close to your area 2 weeks ago. So anyway, Robert, good to have you on here. Blake says, that's it, Slab. Let's talk fish. Did I miss Slabs? Oh, yeah. There we go. There you go, Blake. Talking fish. That's what he says. Rod's going to be there. Good, man. I saw Rod at the lake the other day, and I know they quit fishing. They were eating hamburgers. Anyway, yeah, we kind of quit fishing too, but good to see you as always, man. So y'all come out and See Rob. I think Frank McKinney's going to be there as well. Let's see. Man, you got to cheer up. You can see my pretty face. It cheer you up 100%. Brother, that may depress me. Anyway, no, man, I'm good, brother. I've been, here, I'm just going to say this, and I'm going to try to stay out of politics. Let me do this. I've been watching and I don't do this stuff. I don't watch news, but I watch the confirmation of Amy Coney Barrett. And I'm appalled at our representatives, and maybe I'm looking at it wrong, but as I'm watching this video for about an hour, there's empty desks everywhere out front. They'd take a vote, and somebody would come up and they go, yeah. Next person they couldn't do a thumb. They'd have to do a finger. Down, no. But they wouldn't say it. Nobody has, I'll just say it. Nobody has the balls to just say, no. Hey, it's no for me. To me, they must have had like steak and lobster in the vending machine or something, and everybody was eating it, or I don't know what was going on. But I just don't understand why our elected officials can't sit in a freaking desk that's right in front of them. So all this is going on tonight. I'm just getting ticked because, these are our elected officials. I don't care if they're Democrat or Republican. You need to be in your desk. This is a hearing. Let's make it happen. Be in front of the deal. And, yeah, it just ticks me off. So I almost didn't go live tonight just because I was in such a bad mood. But, oh well. I'll get better. Uh-oh. Slab says, Blake, you're on your own. Let's see. Okay, Uncle Bill says, what parking lot on the 13th? It's going to be at the Lake Fork Marina. Oh, wait. Hold on. Is that right? Give me 1 second. It doesn't sound right. I'm looking it up to make sure. Yeah, Lake Fork Marina. So just look up Lake Fork Marina, Uncle Bill, and that's where we'll be that morning, and really that afternoon, because you can take off from anywhere you want, from what I understand. If you're going to fish north, you can fish up. You can put in the north, and just be back by weigh-in time. If you want to fish the south, you can put in the south and come back. So I will be there on at the Lake Fork Marina. That's where Blake and we're staying. So I'm putting in there, and I'll put it in Friday night. That way you can just take off and go and do some fishing. So Slab Buster, yeah, green glow sticks. Two old vets, how you doing, man? Good to see you on here. You hadn't hit the bed yet. He was one of our new subscribers today. He found us on a chance. He got suggested to him, and he came in and looked at it. So I appreciate you doing that, sir. He's a vet as well. I went and looked at his channel, and so you got a chance, go by and check his channel out as well. So thanks for being on here. He's told me he'd probably be in bed, but yeah, he's not. So thanks for being here, buddy. Major Brown, at least no one will lose a rod at Lake Fork. They all be floating. You are correct, dude. They do float. I've found that out several times. But yeah, you will catch a stump. I promise you that. Heidi says something, and I lost her. Well, heck, where did it go? Oh, there's Amen Sarge. Thank you so much. A bunch of Amen Sarges. Uncle Bill says that's exactly why I don't watch. My Michael says, sounds good. Love to catch some stripers. Hey, 2 vets, I almost commented, man, there's one lady on there that commented on your post. I was watching a striper video, and she says something about, I haven't caught strippers in a long time. And she just put an extra P in there, and I almost commented, but I didn't do it. Anyway, and I've done that too. You just get to put an extra P in there, and there you go. William C., how you doing, brother? You're not that late, brother. I just got on. Simon, good to see you on here. And I'm at the end of my 2 of us is laughing out loud. I'm at the end of my comments. So, hey, guys, I want to do something tonight. I was talking to somebody, and this really has nothing to do with fishing at this point, but I wanted to explain something that's on my video. So here, I'm going to show y'all something real quick. I'm going to share my screen, and let me get to this point here. Hold on. Give me 1 second. All right, so I'm going to play my opening video for a minute, just a part of it, and I want to explain something to you guys so you have an understanding of why it's on there. So share screen, share my audio, that one, there we go. And all right, y'all listen to this just for a second. I'm an American. All right, so I'm gonna leave it right there. So first of all, well, I'll go back to the first thing, but what you see here right here is a couple things. So that thing up to the top left, that's my Barrett 50 cal rifle, sniper rifle that we shot. So we had that we can shoot at IEDs with, and if they didn't blow up, then we'd call in EOD, and then there's a captured AK-47 that we were just shooting at the range, having a good time. But you jump back in here. I'm gonna shut this off real quick, and I'm gonna show you another video, and I'm gonna explain it first. So let me just shut this down to sharing screen for a minute. So what a lot of people don't understand, my explosion that I have in there. I can't remember who I was talking to, and oh, really? I didn't know that. And so I figured I'd let you guys know. So in 2005, I was there 4th of July, and we did not have any fireworks, obviously. We were in a war zone. But we were out capturing weapons and explosives and stuff like that. So we had these big old bunkers that we kept all this stuff in. So at that point in Afghanistan, I believe, if I'm correct, we had the largest cache, however you want to say it, in Afghanistan at that time. That was in 2005. I want to say, and don't quote me on the numbers, but I want to say it was like 10.8 or 9 tons the first day and 12 point something the second day. But on base, we could only blow up 400 pounds at one time. So that's where this video comes in. So, oh, I hit the wrong button. Let me move that over there. Okay, so that's where this video comes in. So 4th of July, what we did is, hold on, let me see if I can draw it. Well, you know what? I'll just do it this way. So right in the middle, we had a hole. So this is a flat surface right here, okay? And I'm going to turn it this way. So we had a hole, and we put a 30-gallon trash bag. Here, let me. Well, hold on. Man, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm lost again. Okay. Let me get back down to where I saw this here. Okay. So anyway, we had a 30-gallon trash bag full of what we call bow gas, or gasoline, just regular old gasoline you use on a lawnmower. And then we took, so in a mortar, there's these little donuts, what we call them. they basically extend it. So when you drop the mortar, it pushes it out farther. And we had a big trash bag full of those things. So that was our 30-second fuse. And then we put 400 pounds of mortars and landmines and everything else we found in a big deal there. And then we dug 5 more holes around that. And we put 30-gallon trash bags of diesel in there. So this was 4th of July. Okay. Keep in mind, we're not just doing that well, we were doing it for fun, but it's not normal. And so we put 32 blocks of C4 on that and over 500 feet of detonation cord or det cord in there. And that's where this video comes from. So I'm going to throw this out real quick. Let me share the screen just so you can see it. I think this is a slow motion version. It says slow mo, so let's try it. It's coming. So the first thing already went off. Yeah. That was a fun explosion. Now, we were supposed to be in a safe range away from there. We thought we were, but things came whizzing by us. We weren't that safe. We thought we were about 200 yards, we'd be safe. Well, we should have been like 800 yards is what it was. So anyway, somebody had asked about that, so I figured I'd explain what that video is. So the start of my video is my 4th of July, my Independence Day in 2004. That's why it's on there. And then just some videos from Afghanistan. And anyway, just want to kind of share that. Had a reason for it, but I'm sorry, guys. I'm kind of out of it, and I'm not really. Yeah, I can't tie it in, but I've got it written down here. I had a good plan earlier, and anyway, so that's what my video is. So I'll let y'all know. So let me look back here and see what some more comments. Hopefully y'all posted something, so I have something to talk about. Dimitri Norwood, how you doing, brother? Good to see you on here. I think I missed those a minute ago. Terry saying, what's up, or good evening, Cowboy Roy. Let's see. Uncle Bill says I had like 18 new locations. I think it was like 28, to be honest with you. I had a whole bunch. That side scanning, that was a great area to side scan. Now, I've not fished it. I've seen other people fishing. But yeah, it should be a good area. So when the wind gets to that south, coming from the southeast, that's going to be a great place to fish. So hopefully we'll see what happens. I'll do a video on that next time. Let's see. Making a burger run for the family. Dimitri, bring me one, brother. I don't know if I'll still be awake when you get here, but bring me one. Rod Silman, doesn't hurt me any. Man, I hope I didn't. Man, did I say something bad? Rod, I'm looking back. I hope I didn't say anything bad to. Maybe I'm misreading that. If I did say something bad, I didn't mean it that way. All right. I'm looking forward to seeing you out there, brother. Yeah, hopefully I didn't say anything. Chad Hilliard, how you doing, sir? Good to have you down. All right, have you in here. Two old vets. Michael Lawrence is right down the road from him. Great. Sean Bradford, how you doing, sir? Good to have you on here. Okay, Crossett. Is that right? Hold on. Crossett, Arkansas, 50 miles from Monroe. Oh, okay. Man, I've probably been through there. I used to hunt. I used to duck hunt in, man, what's the name of that place? right outside of Arkansas, right inside of Arkansas, rather. Place called Angel Fire. No, yeah, Angel Fire. I think it was. Fire Hunt is what it was called. Fire Hunt. Man, I can't think of the name of the town, but yeah, it was very close. Probably 40 miles into Arkansas. So we go up to Monroe and go straight up north. Golly, I'll think of that place in a minute. Starts with a D, I think. Anyway, I think I know where you're from there, brother. Now wait a minute, Slab. I said Weiss, didn't I? Or did I say Weiss? God dog it if I said Weiss. Yeah, he gave me a whole thing on Lake Weiss. I probably said Weiss again. Lake Weiss. So yeah, I'm gonna go fishing in Arkansas with Slab Buster. Or not Alabama with Arkansas with Slab Buster. Man, guys, this is not my night. I'm sorry. Anyway, let's see. Major Brown. I cringe every time, like a chalkboard. Every time he says Weiss. It's Weiss. Yeah, like I spelled it. Okay, I hope yeah, Weiss. I spelled it like W and then like an eyeball, EYE. And anyway, yeah, so if I said Weiss, man, I was reading it wrong and I'm sorry. I got schooled the other day. So Lake Weiss. So yeah, I'm gonna go there with him and Major Brown. If you're in the area too, we can all fish together. We'll make it happen. Hey, Barfly, what's up, man? Good to see you on here, brother. Okay, I got a bunch of amens again. I think I got lost. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, it is. I missed a whole bunch of stuff on here, guys. I am so sorry. Because I'm back to the stuff I was talking about earlier. Okay, Fredo, what's up, brother? Good to see you on here, man. Fishing with Fredo. Y'all check his channel out. Barfly as well. Check his channel out. Barfly Fishing. Hey, let me just jump up here real quick. Terry. Okay, I'm going to do my best to say the name right. L'Esperance Jr. Did I say that correct? I hope I did. Oh, wait, let me just highlight it. So thank you so much for the super chat. Good video yesterday with the Active Captain and Side Scan. Keep up the great work for vets in the channel. Man, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. I'm going to do another video on Active Captain and Side Scan where I can just dedicate the entire video to that. I was trying to push basically 3 things in that one video. It's 20 minutes long, and I hated doing that. I just could not make it shorter. But thank you so much for the super chat. I greatly appreciate that. Hey guys, if y'all, are interested in doing a super chat, if you look at the very bottom of the screen, there is a little $sign. And what that does is you can click that and put a credit card in, donates money to this channel, keeps us out on lake fishing, keeps us going to different places like Lake Weiss, and getting out with you guys and fishing. And you know, a lot of people see the videos but think it's pretty easy. And I will say that, you know, I go out and shoot for 4, 5, 6 hours, and I come back and edit for about 8, and then got to upload the stuff. And so I got pretty much 24 hours into this video once it's all said and done. You know, so yeah, it's a lot of stuff. So Terry, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it. And yeah, I'm glad you're on the channel, brother. Thank you so much. And I'm looking at your picture, and I'm assuming you're a veteran as well. If you are, thank you so much. If you're not, I can tell you're a supporter, so thank you as well. Appreciate that. Let me go back up here. What's up, Kid Crappie? Go check out his channel as well. He's got him a new kayak. So y'all make sure you get out there and watch his video, because I'm gonna go fishing with him. I don't have a kayak, I got a boat, so I'm gonna have to kind of videotape him from afar when he gets up in the areas that I can't. But yeah, we need to get together as well, and barfly and fishing with Fredo, and oh my gosh, my list is huge. But yeah, y'all go check his channel out. Let's see, Major Brown says the lake portion comes from last Weiss Lake. Not exactly sure what that means, Major Brown. I'm sorry. You know, guys, when you're just reading this stuff in here, it's one thing. When you're talking about it and trying to remember everything, that's a whole different deal. So I apologize, Major Brown. You probably said something that I know exactly what it is. I just don't see it, and I apologize. Dimitri Norwood signing off. I just got home with the food. You guys have a blessed evening. Thank you, sir. You too. I'm sure you're not there anymore, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. Frank tells me to quit smoking the cheap stuff. Thank you, bud. I'm not smoking anything, but yeah. Another thing. Thank you. Thank you, Frank, for the advice. Now I got a cough. Goodness. You know, nowadays, if you cough or you sneeze in public, you got to look around, because people are looking at you like you have got the Rona. You know what I mean? Anyway. All right. Let's see. No, you know what? I got to put this up there, man. Dimitri. By the way, if nobody's told you they love you today, rest assured, it's one thing. Cowboy Roy loves you. Man, I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much. I needed to hear that today. It's just been one of them, although he spelled cowboy wrong, but that's okay. Gives us something to laugh at. But Dimitri, love you too, brother. And thank you so much. Yeah. Just not been a great day, guys. I'm sorry. Oh man, I lost my place again. Dadgummit. All right. All right. So Fredo's stalking Slab Buster again, I see. All right. Let me I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go into some more of these comments, but let's talk about real quick SideScan. I mean, I put that video out this week. How many of you guys are using SideScan? Did that, just out of curiosity, did that help anybody at all? I'm just kind of curious. You know, I take that for granted because I use SideScan all the time, and I don't know if anybody else does. Just kind of curious about that. So let's put some comments in there and let me know what you think. And I mean, don't, you know, if it helps you, great. Please tell me. If it didn't help you, you know what? Tell me as well. That's fine. I need to find video, the kind of videos that I need to put out for you guys, and half this stuff I just take for granted because I do it all the time. And there's probably things that you guys want to see, and there may be stuff that I do all the time that I don't make mention of. So give me some ideas of what to put out there, guys, because I mean, sometimes it's hard to do it. I don't want to just fish in front of you guys the whole time. Nobody wants to watch a fishing show. So I want to be able to help you guys out, and so throw some suggestions out there for me if you would. I appreciate it. Let me look through these comments again. Hey, I'm gonna put this one out there. Sorry, I got a message. I didn't know who it was. You know what? Hold on. Any updates from Fisher Kent? You know what? Let's just call the guy, see if he will answer, and let's find out if we have an update on him. How's that? Sound good? All right, here I'm dialing right now. He may not answer. He may be 8:48. He may be awake. Let's see what happens. He's probably not going to answer.
You have reached the voicemail box of 8.
Oh, yeah. I want to get his phone number out. Yeah, I'm talking so you don't hear it. We're going to leave a voicemail, see if he answers back. Okay.
Please record your voice message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
KP, Chris Gill. Hey, I'm on live right now. I had some people ask how your fishing's going up there, and figured I'd give you a call and see if we can get an update. So if you get this message, give me a call back and give me an update on how your fishing's going up there in Branson. All right, brother, take care. All right, so maybe he'll call back. We'll see what happens and give Major Brown an update, because I'd like to know as well, man. I wish I was there with him. I just drove through there like last Saturday, a week ago Saturday. Beautiful area, man. That lake looked amazing. Let's see. I think I missed something here. I saw something. Terry said correct, so I guess I said your name correctly. I hope so. Barfly says it's hard work and costly to run a fishing channel. Brother, I tell you, you're not correct. I mean, I'm monetized now, and probably in about 8 years, I will break even. Yeah, so yeah, it's not cheap. Oh, hey, here's a deal. They're freezing. The crappie aren't teasing. They're pulling in slabs and learning that huge lake. So there are brush piles and 80 foot of water. My gosh, that's crazy. Wow, man, I hate to say it. I wish I was there. I wish I was there. Okay, Terry says, so this is back to my comment earlier. U.S. Navy, 86 to 91. Thank you for your service, sir. I appreciate it. Everybody, if you would, tell Terry thank you for his service, because I mean that's important to me. I appreciate it. Crappie Day Fish On says not all booms are fun. May God rest them. I agree. They weren't all fun. God damn, I lost myself again. Where did my? Oh my gosh. Hold on. There we go. All right. You're right. They weren't all fun. That one was a blast, but they were not all fun. I agree with that. That's just one that I did have a good time with. So that's why I put on that video, because I got to be a part of making it, and it was dang fun. All right. Jayhawk73 says, I got one you can use. I guess that's a tree, maybe. God, dog, I don't know, dude. I'm so sorry. Let's see. Kid Crappie says, appreciate the shout out. We sure do. It takes a lot of effort to do this YouTube thing. You're correct, brother. It does. All right, Major Brown. Okay, now I'm getting messed up here. You're saying it's called, they're spelled the same. It's Weiss, correct? And not Weiss. Weiss. That's what I talked to Slab Buster on the phone, and he schooled me for about 45 minutes on how to pronounce this thing. Hopefully I said it correctly. Okay, well, here's the next one. Slab Buster. We don't say Weiss. We say, y'all spelled it the same way. Weiss Lake portion. Oh my gosh. You know what? Y'all are getting into, I'm doing my best. Weiss. I'm about to start calling it Weiss if y'all not careful. So, all right. Let's see. Frank's just poking at me. I know you are, brother. Thank you so much. Major Brown says we don't want to offend the locals. Yeah, I know that. So at least just tell me how to say it correctly. So do it. So I'm a redneck. I'm from Louisiana. So spell it phonetically. Like Weiss would be W-E-Y-E, like a Y-Y-I-S. You know what I mean? So make sure I got that right. Okay, so good. Two Old Vet says, I think it'd be great help once I understand how to read it. And I think you're talking about the side scan. So, you know, and that was me as well. So the biggest thing is when you're looking at it, let me see if I can pull that image up. Give me 1 second here. Where did I put that image? Let me just pull up an image from YouTube or from Facebook or whatever, Google. And I will tell you, you got to watch what you pull up, because I pulled up the other day side scan images, and there's bodies floating around, which is not what I really want to see. There's about 3 of them right there. Okay, so this is very close. Let me look at this before I put it up there. That's not a good one. I'm sorry. 1 second, guys. Hold on. I'm going to pull up a good image for you guys. All right, here we go. Let me see if I can share this screen. I don't know if this is going to be big enough. All right. That's pretty small. But if you look right here where my mouse is, so this black line is directly below the boat. I clicked on it. Okay. Directly below the boat. Now, most of the time, like when I'm in a river channel, it's going to be deeper. Can y'all see this okay? I hope you can. It's going to be deeper where I am, because I'm running through the river channel. And so what's going to happen, the deeper part is going to be a little whiter because it's going to be shown better. So when you look at, let's just say, let's say this microphone is underneath me. So this is my boat, and my sonar is shooting down. Well, it's going to shoot down like this, hit everything in between. So this is going to be higher. Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. Let's move it over. Let's move a boat. Yeah, right here. Okay. So everything underneath my hand is going to basically be black. Now you will see some white in there, because that's going to be bait balls, stuff like that. It's actually stuff being shown in there. Might be portions of a tree if you got an edge of a tree on there, but for the most part, what's going to be directly underneath your boat is not going to be seen very well. But if my boat is here and I'm shooting out this way, I'm going to see this microphone, but there's going to be a shadow that goes way out here. It'll go down farther. So it's just kind of like the sun. If you look at the sun, and let me get this screen off here so you can see me bigger real quick. So if the sun is over in this side of the screen, and there is a human standing here, the shadow is going to be where? Back here. Okay, so it's going to be from the top going down. That kind of shows you how tall it is. So if that tree is way up here, it's going to have a really long shadow going that way. I'm sorry, the camera's backwards. So you just got to look at it from that aspect. So if you come across a tree, you come across let's look at this image right here. Let's see, let me share my screen again. Boom, boom. So you see this, that's probably, I don't know what it is, a barge or something, but so you can see the boat is right here smack in the middle, and the sonar is shooting both ways. So look at the shadow here. So whatever this is right here is tall, because look how far it goes out. Same thing with this. Same thing with that. This image right here, that's a very small. It doesn't stand out very far because the shadow is not very long. Same with this. This is a hole in the ground that's not even being captured by the sonar or the fake light, if that makes sense. You go over here, the same way, whatever this structure is pretty tall, because let's just say that's let's see if it shows me how far. So this is 60 meters. So I'm gonna guess that's probably about 10 meters, 15 meters out. So you've got a roughly a 15-meter shadow right there. This one right here, they're gonna be smaller objects because you have a very small shadow on them. So that's kind of how you have to look at the side scan. You know, if I'm at 0 here, you got, see, and the problem is I don't know how deep of water this is. And that does change a little bit. So so it looks like about 12 meters out, and this one's in meters, mine's in feet, but about 12 meters out is where it starts cutting off, or starts showing, and it goes out 60 meters. So I don't even know what the conversion ratio is on meters and feet, but so that may not be a great one to show. But anyway, long story short is what you're seeing, the shadow is the longer the shadow, like this right here, if you look back here, look at that big shadow. So whatever this is huge. It's making a shadow that's going from, this is at 40 meters all the way to probably 70 and beyond. So that's a huge shadow. So whatever this is, looks like probably a barge or something that's down there. So that's kind of how you use the side scan. Man, I hope that helps you out. I'll try to get some more detailed stuff a little bit later, find some better videos. But yeah. Major Brown says side scan helped 100%. I don't have the scope dope. One day you will, brother. One day it'll be about $100 to get the whole system, but they'll have something new out that shows you which fish are biting at a point. Okay, Sean says video is awesome. Would like more on side scan. So yeah, man, we'll do that for sure. I appreciate that. That's what I need to know, what to put out for you guys. Terry says, and I know where he's going because he already posted this. Hold on, my cat's trying to come over here. Move, cat. It says we want to buy a new fish finder. So he's a new to electronic game. But hey, Terry, what I said earlier on the deal is learn what you have and then upgrade from there, because what you see on the smaller ones, you're going to learn how to look at it. When it gets on the bigger ones, you're a lot better. I would prefer you to learn the small stuff, and then when you get the money to get the bigger stuff, then you know more what you're doing. It's not a waste of money. You know what I mean? Michael said it helped me. Great, thanks. Barfly says every time we put something out, it helps somebody somewhere. Keep it up. Thank you, buddy, and you too as well. Bassman Cody, how you doing, man? Good to have you on here tonight. Let me scroll through here, and I did not lose my place this time. Uncle Bill says side scan video was spot on. Good commentary on what you were doing and seeing. Well, thank you, man. It was hard to do just because the video, I had my camera stationary behind me, and I was trying to hold one in front of me as well. And there was a lot of, I did that for about 45 minutes, so it was really hard to put in the right stuff. So I want to do another one that's a little more comprehensive, I guess you can say. I kind of had to shorten it up a little bit. Fishing with Fredo, dude, you're slacking, brother. I've not seen the video, but I'm gonna watch it. You better. He uses Solix 12-inch side scan. So yeah, it doesn't matter if you're using Solix or Helix. If you're not watching my video, dude, get off my channel, bro. I'm just playing with you, Fredo. Yeah, I appreciate it, brother. William says he learns every time I watch you and talk with you. Thanks. Hey, man, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So Frank says, do a show on how to set up your LiveScope. Frank, I actually have, but it's been about 3 months, so I do need to do another one. That's another thing I've been thinking about because I've learned a little more since I did the last video. So I'll probably do an entire video on my LiveScope. I may do that. You know what? That may be something I do this week. Our weather has not been great, so maybe I'll just do a video on that and side scan too. I have 2 videos going out, but appreciate it, brother. Thanks for the comments, because that is something I've thought about as well. So thank you. Fishing with Fredo says, Fishing Ken's hard to get a hold of. Brother, I know he is, and he's fishing right now, so he's probably resting and charging batteries, knowing him. Frank says he went to Bass Pro to get another set of all-weather gear. Yeah, we talked to, or I talked to Ken the other day, and he was telling me, he's like, man, if it gets below 60, I feel like an Eskimo. So yeah, I know that boy looks like a Michelin man right now. He's got gear like 5 times the size of him out there right now. He's running around. That boy is freezing cold, I guarantee you, but he's loving every minute of it. Let's see. So 2 Vet says he just installed the Garmin Striker Plus 7SV last week. I've had it on the water once so far. I really liked it, but have to really get to understand the readings and the feet away. So I'm not real familiar with the Striker Plus, what that is, because I'm a Humminbird fan personally. I use my Garmin for LiveScope and LiveScope only. So I remember you put that in the comments, and I do need to do some search on that because I don't know what it is. But I guarantee you're going to like it, because anything out there now, whether it's from Lowrance, Humminbird, Garmin, is going to give you a lot better grasp of what's going on than nothing. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I will do some checking on that. The Garmin Striker. I'm gonna write that down real quick. 7SV. Okay, I think that's a unit, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'll check on that and see what we can find out on that. But Uncle Bill said he saw his Facebook was cold and wet today. Yeah, dude, I saw that too, and he said if it quit raining, it would be more fun. But let's see. Okay, Kenny Sparks. Oh yeah, hold on, let me back up real quick. I missed a couple. Okay, so Uncle Bill. So let me back up here. I'm gonna go back to the share screen. So the black area does not necessarily represent feet. It can. So if I'm in 10 foot of water and shooting 100 feet out, and I don't like this picture because it's in meters. Let's use this picture. That doesn't show, but I think that's feet. So kind of use this picture. So this is a good example of it's shallower here where my mouse is and deeper here. So it's going to be bigger when it's shallower, smaller when it's deeper. Okay. The black image is exactly what's underneath the boat. So if it's shallower, you're going to have a wider darkness area here versus the deeper area, which will be a smaller black area. man, it's hard to explain. Let me look through another. See, that's kind of a little better. It's shallower here, and no, sorry, it's deeper here and shallower here. That's an old boat or something. Man, I'll do a video on that to explain it a little bit more. Like this right here, you see there's a big old white thing right smack in the middle of the black. So that's directly under the boat. That's gonna be a bait ball. That's a big old ball of bait. Could be a big ball of fish, but most likely being that concentrated is a big ball of bait that's just reflecting sonar back up. So usually it's just going to be black right underneath this. This line represents where you were going. In fact, there's the boat right there. Kind of shows you directly below. Oops, sorry, directly below the boat, and you know, based on how close you are to the bottom, will determine how big your line is. So I'll do a video on that and kind of get you guys a little better answer. Let's see. Huh. Well, that's interesting. This must be off the I'll just show you this real quick. This is kind of neat. Look at that. There's fish right here. These are fish which are right here. You see these are directly below the boat. These are big fish. I'll bet you this is offshore. 15 foot of water. Those are some big old fish. Because that's not normally what you see. So sonar is directly right here where this line is, where the white line where the boat is shooting that way. So this right here is a prime example. That's probably one of these three fish right here. It's probably going to be this fish or that fish. Wow, that's pretty cool. I've never seen stuff like that. All right, let me. We'll go back to that. We'll do another video on that later. Oh, and that was the message from there. Okay, Kenny Sparks says, I need advice on setting up another device to use the chart lake and channel. Will Helix 7 interfere with my Helix 8? I do not believe so. And the reason I say that, I had a Helix 7 at one point in the front of my boat and a Helix 12 in the back, and they were networked. So as long as they're networked, you should be good. If you go from Helix to Solix, that will not work. Helix to Helix will work. So you should be good on that. Yeah, I don't think the size of the screen matters as long as it's in the Helix family. Because I know all the Helix, whether it's a 7 or 12, which I don't know above that, but I'm pretty sure they're the same. Excuse me, they use the same power cord. And I know I can network between a Helix 7 and a Helix 12. So I think you're going to be good there. Hopefully that answers your question, sir. All right, Major Brown answered that one question for me. Thanks. Fishing with Fredo says, yeah, that structure must be pretty tall. Yeah, I agree. It was going back to that first one with the boat. So Yardley says the water was about 36 foot deep. Yeah, I think that was that image I said earlier. Man, let's see if I can find. Well, I don't know where that image is, but yeah, I forgot to look at the depth on that. Once again, here I'm gonna share the screen real quick. So once again, this image right here, which shows 15.1 feet and 78.3. That is right here. at the very top of the screen. It's where the boat is. Okay, so if I go to, let me just shut that down. Let me go back. Man, guys, y'all may see something you don't want to see here. I'm sorry. Find one that shows. I'll just show you real quick. There we go. There's a body. When you search these things, they use them for body recovery. Okay, so here's one right here. So this one shows 42.3 feet. He's going 2.9 miles an hour. Now that is right here at the very top. All right. So this number here represents exactly where the boat is. And this right here is going to be wherever your transducer is. So if your transducer is right behind the back of the boat, right before the engine, that's where you're getting your readings from. So this right here may be 24 foot deep. And then it drops down. I'm just throwing a number out. I don't know. But I'm just saying it may be 24 foot and then it drops down to 42 foot. So anyway, hope that helps you out. I really will try to do something else on this. And I don't want to beat this to a pulp here. Excuse me. Hold on. Get some of a drink. Excuse me. I don't want to beat this subject down because some people may totally understand this, and I don't want to lose people because of that. But I will do another video on this for sure. So Fishman Fairness says I'm gonna make him cry. Don't want to do that. William asked me when I'm going to come out with a sticker with my red, white, and blue crappie. I'm working on that right now. You know what, guys? I don't want. I've been thinking about doing some merchandise or merch, as they call it, and I'm just not sure about doing that yet. I want to do a couple things different with my logo. I'm going to probably pull, if you look at my logo up in the top right there, for a shirt, I want to get rid of the circle and have the crappie on there and do a couple things before I actually do a merchandise on that. But yeah, we're working on that slowly. So y'all hang in there. But I'll probably have some stickers out here, I'd say in the next month or two, and get going from there. Tool Vet said that's an upgrade. He's been using the Garmin 360, only had traditional down view. Man, that's what I had on my last one too, as well. Traditional down view. When I bought that boat, I thought, man, I'm getting a great boat, and yeah, it wasn't. It didn't have a transducer. It was just simply sonar. So I've had to upgrade everything in there. But I love the boat, just didn't like the transducer or didn't like the graphs. But yeah, so so Slabbuster said it doesn't have loadable maps, but shows down images. I'm not exactly sure which one you're talking about, but yeah, I know mine, my Helix 12, it had maps on there. So I had to buy the map card to show my contour lines for basically the south portion of Louisiana or of the United States. So most of the lakes are on there. That's $150, and unfortunately, every unit you have to have a separate card. You can't copy them. It's one of the issues with it. So that's $300 down to have on both units. But yeah, let's see. Kenny Sparks, I appreciate it, buddy. He's got to sign off. Thanks so much. You're probably gone already, but thank you so much for being on here and for your questions. I appreciate it. I'm looking through a bunch of y'all talking to each other. Wire for Crappie, how you doing, brother? I'm dying to get on the Sonar Talk. It's my passion. Well, brother, if you want to get on here, I'll bring you in. You want to get on? If you do, text me. You know what? Never mind. I'll just do this. Give me a second. Well, there we go. I'm sorry, guys. Give me a second. All right, gotta do one more thing, and then I'm done. Again, I can't spell. Okay. So, Matt, if you're on, I just sent you a link in Messenger if you want to get on here. So I'll watch and see if Matt jumps on here and he can help out a little bit with Sonar as well, because that is the man that knows what he's doing. So I'll be watching him real quick, or watching for him. See. Tell him how the fish are stacked vertically. Yes, I agree. Derek Daniels, how you doing, sir? I made before the show ended. Man, brother, we've got to get together. I've talked about that forever. Yeah, I promise you, we're going fishing, dude. I need you, Derek, when you decide you're coming to Palestine, let me know. I'll do the same when I go to Lake of the Pines. We gotta get together. So do a little fishing. Put you on video. Oh gosh, Major Brown, hold on. An 8:55. Let me look back here. 8:55. Okay. Major Brown says I'm pronouncing it right. You just added lake at the end. Oh, okay. I got you. All right. Uncle Bill, or oh shoot. Hold on. Who is it? Give me a second. Major Brown, thank you for telling me that. You can't talk anymore, dude. You're cut off. A lake. Come on. Weiss. I'm gonna start calling it Weiss Lake. How's that? No, I'm playing with you, brother. Okay, Derek Daniels asks, what's the deal on the black and blue hand-tied jigs? Hold on. Oh, I heard that. Get on. Give me a second. What's up? Okay, hold on, Matt. Hey, Derek, I do not have any of those with me, but I will show you. You know what, Matt? Say hi while you're shaving. Let me step back here 1 second.
What's going on, everybody? Y'all caught me in rare form tonight. I'm sitting here watching Chris with asleep at the grill, shaving my face, making myself purty. No comments. Getting all nice and clean so I can go to work tomorrow. And y'all are killing me with all this all this talk about hummingbirds, strikers, and man, that's my passion. That's where I like to spend a lot of my time, and looking for different, different units, looking at all the different settings and all the different frequencies and everything that every unit has. I spend a lot of time in the books. Let's just say that.
Hey, Matt, you missed some right here, bro. You missed some right in there.
No. I got to leave that. The ladies like that, man. Don't tell my wife.
Hey, real quick, Derek. Okay, so I don't have a jig, but this right here, these feathers are what I use for the back of it. And then I'm using a black, not Chanel, what's that called? Basically black thread for the body. Okay, so that's what the black and blue are. Give you an idea. And I'll show you more later when I get one handy. So, all right, Matt, talk to us about sonar. I'll shut myself up so you can
no, come on,
correct everything I said.
No, I'm not correcting anybody. So I've actually had the Striker Plus comment that was asked earlier. I've actually had a Striker myself. Great units, great side imaging. Chris, the SV stands for side view. So Garmin's does not have side imaging; they have side view.
Okay.
So that's what the SV stands for. But great units. Garmin's side view is a very, very, very good side imaging. They are right up there. Of course, I run Lowrance's just because they fit my eye better. But Garmin is probably my second favorite. So they have a really good side imaging unit. It runs really well. And then they also have down imaging and standard sonar all in one transducer. So they hang on, walking through the dark. So they have a great units. The side view unit is a great unit. The Striker 73 is a good unit. You'll get a lot of use out of it. You'll really enjoy that. So good units. As far as the side imaging, the black areas and side imaging, they are relative to your depth. So with your if you've got 10 feet on either side of your side imaging, where in the black area, then the water's 10 foot deep. So the side imaging that's coming down below your boat is actually a cone. So you're actually covering on 10 feet. You're actually covering probably a 20-foot circle underneath the boat. That's why you get 10 feet off the left and 10 feet off the right, because you're covering your sonar cone is covering that 20-foot radius in a circle. Let's see, what else was asked?
And real quick, that's good to know because I knew it was relative to the depth. I didn't know what the footage on the outside was. So that's very good to know. I didn't know that. So thank you.
Yeah. So if you're in 20 feet of water, you got 20 feet off the left, 20 feet off the right. That cone that's coming down out of the transducer from the back of your boat, that cone is actually 40 feet around in radius. Does that make sense? Across the cone. So you've got 20 feet off the left, 20 feet off the right. So if you see something in the black area on the right-hand side of your screen, don't see it on the left-hand side of your screen, brush pile by 20 feet. So, if you see that, because I think we cut out, but if you see the brush pile on the right-hand side of the screen and don't see it on the left-hand side of the screen, then you're in 20 feet of water, then it's on the right-hand side of your boat, 20 feet out. And that's one of the things, actually, it's funny because I had a guy ask me this at our tournament was it last week or the week before? It's the week before. Had a guy ask at the tournament, he said, I'm going over brush and I'm throwing a buoy out or marking it, but I turn around, I don't see it again. Where's it going? I said, well, are you going directly over it? He says, no, normally I see it on one side of my screen, but not on the other. Well, that's because he's missed it by whatever the depth could be. So if he's in 30 foot of water and sees a tree and he marks it, he could be marking it 30 feet away unless you mark it over on the left side or the right side, whichever one it's on.
Right.
Let's see. Oh, the question about the Humminbirds, will he get interference? Chris, you were exactly right. If you network those units and run them off one transducer, no, you will not get interference. If you do not network those units and you put two transducers on the same boat, yes, you will get interference.
Does that include having a console unit and having a transducer on the back, and then having a one on the front, and your transducers on the trolling motor? You'll get interference from that?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Having them separated, depending on how long your boat is. I mean, if you're fishing out of a 12-foot John boat, yeah, you're probably going to get interference. If you're fishing out of a 22-foot, Ranger bass boat, maybe you won't get that much. Those beams, depending on how deep of water you're in. Again, we know the transducer shoots a cone down. It's not just a straight beam. It's a cone. So if you're in 5 feet of water, you won't get interference because the sonars aren't crossing. But if you're in 40 feet of water and you got a cone coming out of the front and a cone coming out of the back, and those cones cross one another, you could get interference out of those two cones. Gotcha. So if you're going to run the same unit up front and in the back, and you're not going to network those units, then just make sure if you're using the front unit, you turn the sonar off in the back. If you're using the back unit, turn the sonar off in the front. You won't have any issues.
So that was a good point, because I forgot who asked that, but I wouldn't even think, because I just use one sonar. I don't use one on my trolling motor. I use one in the rear. That's it. As far as my Humminbird, and then I've got one for the live scope. So I wasn't even thinking that. I was thinking more of when he said interference from the two units themselves. So that's a good point. So yeah, thanks for clearing that up. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So, I'm a tech guru, I think. I don't want to say guru. I'm not a guru. I'm a tech nut. I'm a crazy dum-dum who likes technology. So, I read as much as I can and study as much as I can. And I've had literally every unit. I've had Lowrances. I've run Humminbirds. I had Helix, the Helix model Humminbirds when they first came out with Helix, Gen 1s. So, I mean, I love them. I love everything about units. I've wasted way too much of my money on all these different units. But I love them. I do. I keep going back to my old faithful Lowrances. But I absolutely love them. As a matter of fact, I tell everybody, Chris, all the time, I have backup units for my backup units. You see, let's see, where am I? See that box right there?
Yeah.
It's got all my backup Lowrance units in it. Right in there. I've got 2 HDS 10s, 2 HDS 8s. I've got a spare LSS1 box. I've got 2 spare transducers in there. I got all kinds of crap in that box. That's the money box. That's the fun box right there.
Yeah, the one if your wife gets rid of, if you're getting rid of her, kind of thing. I'll leave that alone. So anyway,
we're gonna go on that one. But
no. Yeah. It was funny is I started with Lowrance, so I actually have a Lowrance unit. If you look at my boat, right in the center console, I got my 12, and then off to the right hand side, I've got a Lowrance sitting there. And that Lowrance on the map that I use, especially on Lake Palestine, because I've got a map that shows all the stumps in there, the best driving patterns. That map works so much better than the Humminbird does. But the Humminbird, well, my boat came with them, so I started using that. Now I like it as well. So I've got both on my boat. And quite honestly, I've kept upgrading the Humminbird versus the Lowrance just because, well, they were already on there. I don't want to replace all the networking cables. I don't want to do all that stuff. And but yeah, they're both good units. So
absolutely they are. And everybody that's out there today, Garmin, Lowrance, Humminbird, they all make good units. I mean, there's guys that are going to go back and forth and say Humminbird's the best, Lowrance the best. And I'm one of the Lowrance guys. I'll say buy Lowrance if you can. But at the end of the day, they're all good units. I have guys call me religiously and say, hey, I bought this unit. Can you help me set it up? I know nothing about it. And that's kind of the reason that I bought and ran all of them, is because I always wanted to be able, well, everybody knows me. It's my passion. I want to help people. So I wanted to be able to operate all the different units. And, when I go out and set up a unit for somebody, it's amazing to me that, like, the new Mega imaging that Humminbird has, the new Garmin series that everybody's, the 1022s and the 1222s. Well, those are live scope units, but nonetheless, the Striker Plus series, all the good units that are out there with side imaging, man, they're just so clear. They're so good. You can find stuff. You can't hide anything in the lake anymore.
Yeah, you're right.
Well,
it brings me to a point. I'm going to ask you about a question real quick. But before I do that, so what y'all don't see, Matt, and I've been over there and I've met Matt in person. So when Matt's here, he's looking like this, but when he's at work during the day, he's got his pants up to his ribs, and he's got this little bow tie on that has little pictures of depth finders on there.
Shut up.
So, anyway, hey, let me ask you a question, because this was brought up to me, and I've used both, and I know what my preference is. But let me ask you, and I haven't said this tonight, but say you're looking at the 1022 or the 10. What's the next one?
1222.
Well, there's a 10-inch touchscreen, a 10-inch. 1022 is where you're using knobs, and then there's a touchscreen.
The Ultra.
Ultra, yeah. What do you think about touchscreen versus the knobs, push buttons?
I don't really have a preference, really, to be honest with you. Of course, I've got a 93 SV. It's an EcoMat Plus 93 SV, and it's touchscreen.
Yeah.
And I don't mind it. I mean, there's absolutely nothing that bothers me about it. My fishing partner has a 1222 with the knob, and when we tournament fish and I fish with his 1222, it doesn't really affect the usability of the unit. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is one easier than the other? No, I don't really think so. Is one more convenient than the other? No, I don't really think so. They each have their trade-offs.
Mm-hmm.
But I really don't think one is better than the other. I mean, it kind of just depends on what you want in a unit. Now, I will say this: if you're fishing in the winter, in December, January, February, and you're wearing gloves, you can't operate the touchscreen with a glove on. You've got to take the glove off. But that's about the only thing.
All right.
For me.
Now, I'm just curious. I've used the 93 before as well, the touchscreen, and I had an issue catching fish, having slime on my hand. You're doing this and then trying to touch a screen, and then you wind up with slime.
Yeah. On
your screen. And that was my, when I got the 1022 originally, I didn't know anything about them. I got it, and I'm trying to touch the screen, nothing was working. Then I realized it was button, and afterward I realized that I liked that much better. I was just kind of curious. Somebody asked me about that earlier, and so I was just kind of curious what you thought on that. I'll give you a prime example. When we did not you and I, but when I did the tournament at Lake of the Pines, I threw a fish away that was bigger than the one that I had. And the reason is because I'm looking at my scale, and I thought it said 177 on there, but I had fish slime on there, and it said 0.77. I threw a 1.5 away because I thought it was smaller. And then once I cleaned it off, I'm like, are you kidding me? I just threw a bigger fish away. So, and I'm just one of these guys that I carry a bottle of Windex in my boat for my screens. That's
Yeah,
me, you know.
y'all gave me up the road the other day. The screen was dirty, and look, I
Yeah.
like to catch fish. I ain't worried about how clean I am. I mean, I clean it up when I get to the house. I mean, I ain't worried about.
Well, when you get old and you got to wear these things, you need Windex. But
I hear you, but
no, I was just curious. I mean, I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I was just curious what you thought on that.
no,
So,
again, I really don't have a preference. I like them both. They both function well. I mean, here's the thing: if you get the touchscreen, you've got to open the menu, open whatever you want to adjust and adjust it.
right.
If you hit the knob, you've got to hit the menu button. You've got to scroll down with the knob to the menu you want, and then hit enter or push the knob in, and then you've got to adjust. So is there less motion with the knob than the touchscreen? No. I mean, it's the same motion. There is on the 1022 and the 1222, which are the knob versions, there is you can push the knob in from the screen, and you can adjust your gain and your forward view on the screen. But
Right.
on the 93 SV, there, if you swipe down from the top of the screen, it drops down your gain and your forward view, and you can adjust on the screen. So,
Mhm.
it's like if your cell phone, if you swipe down from the top, you get your notification bar. Well, I have an iPhone, so if you swipe down from the top, you get a little notification bar. That's kind of the same thing on your unit. So there's some shortcuts, and a lot of people don't know about the shortcuts, but
Yeah.
And another thing that you can do on your 93 SV with your live scope is the menu bar across the bottom. You can hide that menu bar to where that menu bar drops down, and then you swipe up on the bottom of the screen, and your menu bar pops up. So it gives you a little bit more screen width. But yeah, I go on all day. You better stop me now because I keep going.
No, that's fine. I'm looking through some comments. Slab, you still need me to call you right now, or you're talking about later? So Terry, let me just go through a couple. If you need to run, go ahead, Matt. I don't know if there's anything in here for you. I mean, I'm sure there is, but because people love you.
No, I love
They
them.
do, man. We all bow down.
Oh, please stop that junk.
Real quick, Terry says thank you all, and thanks for all that have served, which Matt served as well. So thanks that are serving their families. God bless. So thank you, Terry. I appreciate it.
Hoorah.
Okay, so Major Brown, hey, thank you for saying that I pronounced Lake Weiss correctly. Weiss. Let me get rid of him.
Lake Weiss.
Let's see. I'm gonna catch up with some of these comments real quick. I might lose my place like Matt does.
Okay.
Let's see. Slab says Major Brown, then Dagon Cajuns. Let's see. I'm way far back here. Hold on.
Chris, I'm gonna let you have it, buddy. I appreciate you. I appreciate you having me on. Sorry, I came in with my ugly white face earlier, but
that was actually kind of funny, dude. At least you were in your underwear. I appreciate
this is real life, man. This is real life. We take time out of our real lives to do this for everybody. And hey, I mean, we live lives just like everybody else. We got to shave our face, cut our hair, and take a shower, get dressed in the morning, put pants on one leg at a time, just like everybody else. So
I shave about once a week. I shave Saturday night so I can have it all off for Sunday. You know what I mean?
Well, I try to keep up here a little clean so that so I look halfway presentable. I figure if I do like this, everybody goes, ooh. if I keep a straight face, I look halfway presentable. So, but no, I got a power wheel right here in the garage. I'm sitting in the garage right now, and I got a power wheel torn apart. So I got to get get my son's Power Wheel put back together with
Get after it, brother.
new parts so that he can ride it more.
I appreciate that, dude.
Illness.
Anyway, I appreciate you getting on here explaining all that stuff because I know that's your passion. So thank you so much.
Yeah, no
buddy.
problem, man. Love you, man.
All right, man. Love you too, bro. You take care.
Yep. See you guys.
All right, guys. So let's catch up here. Let's see. Man, I went way too far back. I'm sorry. Let's see. Major Brown asked, what's my opinion of Gen 4s? And the question is, I don't know. Because I don't have one. But I'm assuming you're talking about the Helix. Because I've got a Gen 3. I love it. It's a ton better than a Gen 4 or the Gen 2. So I've not touched those at all. So I can't not answer that question. I wish Matt was still on here. He might know the answer, but I don't know. Okay, and then Slab says, a good piece of information. Humminbird sued Garmin. That's why they call it side view instead of side image. Really? Huh, that's interesting. And Strikers don't have maps. That's good to know as well. Major Brown, I wish Matt was still here. I just didn't catch up in time. Most folks want 2 units, usually install 2 transducers. Great explanation. Yeah, and man, I wish I didn't catch that when you said that. I think it was you, Major Brown, that asked that question. And I just use one transducer. I don't even have one on my trolling motor. So I was thinking when you're talking about what's the word you used? Well, issues. I was thinking you were talking about the networking aspect of it. So I apologize. I'm glad he jumped in there on that. Mike Hallmark, hey, how you doing, brother? Says the problem with buying cheaper units is they discontinue upgrades on the first, or for them first, and that's true. You're right. And I'm sure Matt's still on watching, but he says, Matt, thanks, good stuff. I'm upgrading for the 2021, all in for Garmin with Panoptix LiveScope. Oh my gosh, hey, recommended by your wife. That is awesome. So yeah, you know what? If I had to do it all again, I would probably wind up putting, just because I love my Garmin, and if I can do the whole thing again, I'd probably put Garmin on the rear, my console, and Garmin on the front. Number one, that would save me a whole unit that I don't have to buy, and I'd probably get rid of the Ultrex. Oh, excuse me. Oh, and buy the Garmin. That dang cat! I just realized he's still back there, or back there, and buy the Garmin trolling motor. But it would save a lot of money. But yeah, unfortunately, I went the other way around. So, but yeah, Derek, that's a good idea. And thank you to your wife for. Not many wives suggest that you buy all that. So good job. So Mike says he watched one the other day with a 93 SV, blew the bigger units away detail wise. You know, Mike, honestly, I like to see that video. I'm not disputing you, but I will say I've looked at my 1022 versus my buddy's 93 SV, and man, I feel I can see a lot more detail that he can, but I just think it's more due to the settings that you use. Number one, because there's a few more settings that I use that I've not shown in my videos, and I want to do that as well, because there's several different color gains you can use. There's color gain, there's gain. So there's 2 different ones you can use. You can turn on the But yeah, there's just a bunch of stuff you can turn on and turn off, which shows more detail. So I'm not calling you a liar by any means, Mike. I'd like to see that personally. So just to kind of get an idea, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I think it's probably a setting aspect, but it may not be. I don't know. But when you have these things on with bifocals in here, I just tell you right now, the 1022, I'm going to see a lot more on that than I would the 93. So, Uncle Bill, and I've talked to him, so I know his deal. He's asking Derek, how'd you get that to happen? Talking about his wife saying, you need to get this stuff. That's funny. Really, Slab Buster, I didn't know that. He said they're made in Eufaula, Alabama. Really? Hopefully I pronounced that right, because I know in Oklahoma it's called Eufaula, the lake Eufaula. So yeah, I didn't know they were made there. Terry says it's a great show for somebody trying to learn all the new electronics for fishing. You know what, Terry? That's great, because I know you're being kind of looking at the different ideas. Yeah, I hope you're learning something in there. I mean, you know, like Matt said, he is a Lowrance fan, and I'm a Humminbird fan. I've had both of them. And I will say, when I got the Humminbird, it took me a while to figure out the different things on there. But once I figured it out, I wound up liking it more than I did the Lowrance. And I think that's the reason is because I had two of them. I was dealing with two of them on both sides. So I was using them more than I did the Lowrance. So my old boat I went up buying two Lowrances. And because they were cheaper units. I think I spent $600 on one and $900 on another one, and which was more than a boat cost. And then when I got the new boat, it had 7-inch Humminbirds in there on both that were networked, but they had no transducer. It was just sonar only. So I went ahead and threw one of the Humminbirds in, and then I gave one away. And because it had sonar or had side scan, I wanted side scan. And anyway, then I upgraded to the 12-inch in the rear. Went ahead and put a transducer in, so I actually have two transducers in there. I don't use the Lowrance at all, except for the map at this point in time, and I've just gotten used to that one. So that's kind of where I'm at. But that's because I use one more than the other one. I got to read this. I'm sorry. I know I got to catch up, but Derek says she loves catching fish. She even went so far as telling me upgrade my boat, not the electronics. Brother, you got to keep her. Oh, excuse me. I don't have the Rona, but you got to keep her. Definitely. Oh my gosh. I wish my wife would tell me I need to upgrade. So my wife, when I got my boat, so I had an old Cajun, 1977 Cajun bass boat with a 115 horsepower 1977 engine on it, which the engine was clean. It was beautiful. The guy had, every time he did something to it, he wrote it in the manual. I took it in to get some stuff fixed on it when I first got it. And the guy actually told me this is the best engine I've ever seen in my life. Well, after I don't know, 7 months of using it, I just kept taking water on. So every 20 minutes, I turned the bilge pump on and just shoot water out. And I finally realized that my transom was rotten. So I mean, I used probably 3 cans of Flex Seal on the bottom of that thing, and so I gave it away. I just gave the boat away to somebody because they needed an engine. One of my warriors, he needed an engine. He had a boat, no engine, and he took the engine off and put it on his boat. It worked fine. but I was left out a boat, and my wife, I told her, I said, I gotta get a boat. I gotta get out there and fish. And she said, you know what? Just save our money for a year, and then you buy a boat. And I was like, okay. And about 2 days later, she came back and said, you know what? You've got to get out there and fish. I know you got to be fishing. So go ahead and buy a boat. Well, I came back 2 days later with a boat. And she said, I didn't tell you to get a new one. I said, baby, you didn't tell me to get an old one either, did you? You just told me to get a boat. So I bought a boat. I didn't want to buy an old one where I didn't know how many hours a power pack had on it, anyway. So I just bought a brand new boat. And yeah, that's a keeper, brother. Definitely. Heidi said, Heidi loves my cat. That cat, I tell you what, that cat is all about knocking. It's sitting right over there and knocks everything off my desk. So I just come in every day and pick everything off the desk or off the floor and put it back on the desk. But thank you, Heidi. Let's see. Okay, I got your slab. See, I'm reading y'all stuff. What's going on, 903? How you doing, brother? Yeah, Mike, I'd love to see that, brother. Here, let me throw this out there. If you would, email it to me at Asleep of the Reel. And if you find that video, I'd love to see that thing. I'm not calling you a liar by any means. I just want to see. I'm just curious how they did that. So I've seen both of those, and I'm so much happier with my 1022 versus the 93 SV. So I'd love to kind of know what's going on with that. So yeah, let me know. Send me the video if you can. I appreciate it. Let's see, where was I? Slab Buster says, nothing against the birds, but man, I love the Garmin's. In my opinion, the best unit for the money for the 93s. Yeah, and this is once again, I think it's what you're used to. Like I said, I started out with the Lowrance, went to the Humminbirds. After the Humminbirds, I went to the LiveScope. Now I've not used anything but LiveScope on the Garmin, so that's kind of where I'm at. So I really can't give a good opinion on that, but anyway, guys, we have been on here for 1 hour and 53 minutes. This has been one of the longest ones I've done. JT's all outdoors. Hold on. Let me just bring him up. Dang, I'm sorry I'm late. Had to go meet some old friends at a bar. You moved back to Waco. All right, cool. Hey, give me a call later, man. Let's talk about it. Anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all for being on here. Thanks for, I was in such a bad mood today. I almost did not do this deal, and here we are, 1 hour 53 minutes into it, and I appreciate you guys for asking questions. I love the questions, and don't always have the best answers for them, but I love when you guys get in here and ask questions and talk, and you guys have become family. Some of y'all are here the first time, and I appreciate it. So Derek Daniels, thank you so much. Take care. Take care, fishing brothers. Happy fishing. So man, y'all have a great day. Have a great week. And based on what I've been through this week, and let me rephrase that, not what I've been through, what people I know have been through. Cherish each moment, guys. Family, friends, cherish it. I'm here right now, but you know what? Tomorrow morning I might not be. And I'll just say this real quick. Not to be a preacher, but know where you're going. If you're not a believer in our Lord Jesus Christ, then I challenge you to talk to somebody and have an open mind. That's all I can say. We'll make it easy. I'm trying to be somewhat politically correct, but yeah, nobody's guaranteed. I can hang this thing up and I could be gone, but the thing is, I know where I'm going, and I hope that you guys are as well. I hope that y'all know that as well. So I'll leave it at that. Y'all have a great night. Y'all have a great week. Stay strong, stay safe. Terry, brother, I hope that hurricane doesn't hit y'all again. I know there's another hurricane coming somewhere between Louisiana and Florida. I wish I was a weatherman because I can predict that as well. But I think you guys will be great. Hopefully we'll hit somewhere else for a change. Not that I want somebody to get hit with it, but somebody's gonna get hit. So I'd rather not be y'all. So anyway, y'all have a great week. Hope you guys can get out fishing. If you do, post on the Facebook, show me your videos, and we'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for being a part of the channel. Thanks for being subscribers, and thanks for being here tonight. I appreciate it. Love you all. Y'all take care and have a great week.